Out to the bus.
We're on our way to Fatima today. It's been good so far. 2 more days to go.
Deliver us from evil.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Glory be to the Father.
So, and now the water, the Atlantic water enter on the inland, and that's what you are going to see later on. Later on, it's a little bit foggy, but you can see it.
First time in my life I saw an apostolic man. I had never seen a priest in person before. And I started to cry again for the second time in 2 days. When that priest came up the aisle, I had no idea who he was, but I knew exactly who and what he was. I had the one holy Catholic and Apostolic Church, and I still tear up oftentimes at the Mass at that point. That to me is something. Yes, I heard Maccabees. I left 7 books out of that list because Catholic Bibles are bigger, and Martin Luther took them out, and then the British Bible Society in the 1850s didn't even put them in the back of the Bible anymore, and they were gone, and we got ripped off and didn't even know it. We lost 7 books in the Bible. After about an hour of driving, we passed from Spain into Portugal, and this is the river that is the boundary between the 2 countries, and there's a sign that says Portugal, and we fell back an hour because Portugal's in a different time zone. This is the mountain going up to see Bom Jesus, which we're at next, and that is the city of Braga below. Below is the city of Braga, Spain. The clouds are hanging over the mountains and the city. It's very beautiful today. But we're up on the mountainside at Bom Jesus. Bom Jesus, good Jesus in Portuguese. Look at the grounds here. There's no way you can capture this in a video, but it just is quite stunning. Not only outside, but inside, which I'll show you in just a minute with the life-size images of the Passion of Christ. Stunning, stunning place. It's hard to come up with words. Look at the gardens, just continue. The steps in the gardens, look how small that guy is way down there. The patios and porches and all the way down overlooking the city of Braga. Nobody's ever really seen a church like this. We have a crucifix in front of churches, but my goodness, look at this. This is a real life image of the whole thing. There you see the soldiers and Mary and John and Jesus on the cross. These are images of saints, and they contain relics in the body of the image. Very cool idea.
This is amazing. And Kara looked at me and said, well, what are you going to do? I said, I don't know. She said, I think you ought to go to confession. And I was like, oh no. I hadn't gone for over 15 years. And for those of you that know Father Kerwin, he has the voice of God. But he was wonderful. I made an appointment and met with him and had my first confession. After all of those years of holding all of that, shortly after that, my brother and I both had alcohol problems.
The power of the Most High will overshadow you. The same language. It's just amazing. But there's even more. Inside the ark is the law of God inscribed on stone. And in the book of Hebrews we read there's also an urn of manna.
Figueira da Foz.
Coimbra. This is the
Mondego.
city where
Right.
Sister Lucia had
So this is
went to a
city
convent
where
for 50 years of her life.
Lucia, spent.
Coimbra, Portugal is a beautiful city built up on the mountain, and we have all kinds of things like jugglers along the way. Interesting city. It's also the place where Sister Lucia of Fatima lived in the convent for 57 years of her life, where we're going to have Mass. Here was our drop-off point, and people are now scattering all through the city for shopping and for eating, and we have 2.5 hours here to enjoy the city of Coimbra before we head back to the bus and go to Mass at the convent of Sister Lucia. Finding a nice cafe. It's not going to be hard to do here. And have some nice music along the way. But these bags and purses are made of cork. Portugal is the #1 producer of cork. Everything here, they have wonderful things made of cork, from shoes to bags and everything else. Did you guys like Coimbra?
We love Coimbra. Look at this meringue cookie. But look in the window now.
That's how big it was before.
Right there.
It was that big before? Oh my goodness, there's the pastry shop. Look at that. That's what they're eating right now. Everybody had a good time in Coimbra, it looks like. Here's our group gathering to get on the bus. Father Dave, the blue bus insisted on you coming back for the rosary. Okay. All right, everybody.
1, 2.
Chest.
Love's roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
Here's the chestnuts.
Yuletide carol being sung by the choir. And folks dressed up like Eskimos.
After a great time and a great lunch in Coimbra, Portugal, we went to the Carmelite convent where Sister Lucia had spent the last 57 years of her life. We met some of the Carmelite sisters that are still there in the monastery before we had Mass. We are at the Carmelite monastery.
in Coimbra, Portugal, where she was a nun for over 57 years. Coimbra, Coimbra, Portugal.
She wanted to be buried here for 1 year, and then they transferred her to Fatima, and tomorrow we are
She died here and was buried here for a year and then transferred to Fatima, which we'll see tomorrow.
and also Sister Lucia is there.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Sister was celebrating here her 50th year as, religious in this Carmel. And Sister was born in the island of Madeira in Portugal, the Atlantic. And Sister, she's what I'm saying, she's so beautiful, is 84 years old. And she's praying here together with Sister Maria da Graça and Isabel and the other, total 18. They are all praying for all of us. Thank you. Obrigada, irmã.
Finally arrived in Fatima after dark, and here's our first view of the steeple in the shrine. And here are the three children, statues of them in the circle roundabout in the road.
We just arrived at Fatima. Here's our hotel. Well, we just arrived in Fatima. This is the Santa Maria Hotel. It's the nicest hotel in Fatima. There's our buses down there, by the way. And everybody's going to get their suitcases off. We already got our rooms assigned, and everybody's going to have dinner in 25 minutes. But I want to show you how close the shrine is to our hotel. There is the Church of Fatima right there, 5 minutes walk away from our hotel. I'm not going to do a whole lot about Fatima tonight because we're going to do all of Fatima tomorrow, so I'm going to just sign out now. We're going to go down and have lunch, dinner I mean, and then we're going to do the rosary procession around with Our Lady of Fatima, and I'll put all that up tomorrow. Santa Maria, beautiful hotel. Look at the stairwells. Ooh.